Hi, everybody. How are you? Good afternoon to you. Hope you're having a great day. So, Foodie Beauty is live right now. She did a previous live called Live in Bangkok, where she's in Bangkok right now and she is completely alone. I did take a peek at the video, and after watching parts of the video, these are my thoughts. For anybody who wants to know if Chantal got completely away from Salah and went back home to Canada, would the content be any more interesting? What would the content be without him? The answer is she would just be boring. She's in Bangkok right now. And if you're someone and you're a YouTuber, you like to vlog your life, some people can do it successfully and they're really good at it because they know to show things that are interesting and intriguing to the audience. Chantal likes to pride herself as being a life vlogger. At the same time, she doesn't have much of a life. She doesn't want to go anywhere. She doesn't want to do anything unless she absolutely has to. So there she is in Bangkok as a content creator. What a golden opportunity to do different things and show different things to your audience and really make things interesting. And she's totally blowing it. She's in Bangkok, and what have we seen so far? We've seen her be inside of her room, eat a bunch of junk food from the 7-Eleven, which, by the way, Salah told her not to go to the 7-Eleven. I heard it was because the people inside the 7-Eleven told her no filming in here, so maybe that's why. She went to the 7-Eleven anyway today and got her snacks, and she had her camera on. And before she got there, she nearly got run over. She's been in Bangkok for less than a week, and there's been at least 3 different incidents where she was in the middle of the road and uh, people on the mopeds and people in cars nearly hit her. She was being the rude tourist, being in the middle of the road, but she's in Bangkok. And she's not going to take advantage of the fact that she spent all that money to get there. She's not going to take advantage of the fact that there's so much to see in Bangkok, like the beaches, like the different temples and whatnot. We're not going to see very much in Bangkok. The same way that if she went home to Canada, we wouldn't see much of that either. I mean, she might have the Kia back in Canada, but she's at a place health-wise, physically. She doesn't have much energy. It takes all of her energy to go from her hotel room to the store and back, and by then she's out of breath. So anybody who's waiting around on her side of the fence for her to do something, you're going to be waiting a long time, a really long time. Also, the last 48 hours, it also gives you an idea that since Salah's not around, what does she like to do? Well, she likes to sit in her room. She likes to eat. She likes to fart. She giggles when she farts. Like, that's the greatest thing in the world to her. But nothing else going on, y'all. I still wanted to cover her live, though, and give my thoughts. Before we do that, though, let's get into the Twitter stuff. I have it already pulled up. We'll go over all the different wonderful tidbits on Twitter. And thanks to all the people that are on Twitter for posting them. Some of the different highlights. So for anybody who wants to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. Okay, this is from Queen Jellybean. Queen Jellybean says Foodie giving her personal hygiene routine of sticking a bunch of panty liners in her underwear and coating herself in baby powder is straight nightmare fuel. I don't know what she's leaking, but she might need to consult with a gynecologist. So in the current live that Chantal is doing, yes, she's talking about her hygiene routine. Here's the disturbing thing. Foodie confessed long ago that she cannot properly bathe herself. Like anything below the waist, she can't reach. She has trouble with, although If you're a person of a bigger size, I'm sure there's got to be different tools that you could use to clean yourself, whether it's a sponge on a stick. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. If you're having difficulty bathing yourself, cleaning yourself, there's ways around it. It's just that she's not willing to find them. But yeah, she said in her current live, she uses panty liners in front and in back, I guess for the sweat, and coating herself with baby powder. You know, Chantal, if you are not properly bathing yourself, whether you put baby powder on or not, that can lead to skin fungal infections. And if you're a diabetic and that leads to, say, rashes or open sores, that can lead to sepsis. So you might want to consider your hygiene while you're there. You've never been good about your hygiene, but you especially need to be on top of it in a humid climate. All of that heat, friction, built up sweat, the skin cannot properly care for itself. I mean, don't be gross. For your sake and everybody else, don't be gross. Milky Chai says, poor hotel employee just trying to do her job, not knowing she's being live streamed. So this again is from the current live that Chantal's doing. Chantal kept her camera phone on when she was going down to the store. She didn't turn it off. And she kept her camera pointed at this poor woman when she could have had it on the opposite wall. So rude, Foodie, very rude. Is it Kitsia? Says, why is she gunting around Bangkok in her Timu pajamas? Well, maybe that's all that she has right now that can actually fit her. It's very strange. Chantal took a lot of luggage to Bangkok. I would think at least one of her luggage pieces would have extra clothing. Why not just wash a few things in the sink if that's all you can do? Hang them up to dry on the balcony, and that way you have a clean outfit. But she keeps wearing the same doggone clothes. Ugh. And who taught you how to dress? This outfit was a choice. And not a very good one, but maybe that's because that's all that will fit her, and so she just has to roll with it. I don't know. BNS says, I don't know what he did, but I hope she forgives him for the sake of the children. So it looks like the black and white dog is the daddy. And whatever he did, mom dog is not happy with him. She's giving him the business. She's giving him the silent treatment. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. I'll watch the kids all day. And she's like, no, nope, I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. Go away. Misanthropope Lulu says, ew, imagine the gas chamber that tiny room must be. Did it get it together, Foodie? Salah's really missing out. So here's a clip from the live.
Let's seal on these new pillows.
So for those who missed it, she passed gas. Now, Foodie's diet is mainly processed stuff, fast food stuff, which will make you gassy. So the more she eats, the more she's going to be gassy. Theory, just a theory, mind you. I'm wondering if she's doing that on purpose because, yes, there are people in the world that have that sort of fetish, believe it or not. They like to see women passing gas. That's a fetish type thing. So maybe she's eating all that fast food and that's the end result. Or is she doing it on purpose on camera for some fetish guys? I wonder.
I seriously don't. It's not my goal to foo-foo on live stream.
Oh, yes, it is. And you know what is really sad, Chantal? You're in a beautiful place with beautiful people. Absolutely gorgeous. Thailand is called the land of smiles. And the only way that you're smiling right now is eating a bunch of fast food and farting. Like that's the only thing that's making you smile on this trip. That's the extent of your travels. Not getting out, not talking to people, not doing anything. What'd you spend all the money for, girl? Oh, that's right, because Thailand is cheaper in cost to stay in. And they got the green shops, of course. How could I forget? But it's so sad to me that you're in Thailand and you're not going to see any of it. You're not going to do anything. All you're going to do is sit in your hotel room, get another 50 pounds, and pass gas. Like, that's the happiest moment for you.
Like it used to be. It just happens when you hit a certain.
So much for being a changed woman, eh?
Patsy.
See, look at her. She's laughing hysterically. She's happiest when she's being gross. 2 years in Kuwait with Salah, pretending to be a modest woman, a changed woman. She's not changed. She has not changed.
Oh my god. Bangkok belly. 7-Eleven belly. All the wieners. Oh.
And it's really funny how she's claiming that her throat hurts. She's claiming that it might be strep throat or something like that. Yet in the live she's doing right now, she's saying, oh, my throat hurts, my throat hurts. She showed a picture on her phone that could have been pulled off the internet. And yet, what did she go out and get for a meal? A bagel. Anybody ever have a really, really nasty sore throat? Would you want to eat a bagel with that sore throat? Because bread is scratchy. And if the back of your throat feels like it's on fire, do you want anything rough or scratchy against that throat? No. And by the way, foodie, if your throat hurts, if your throat really hurts, how can you go live and talk to people? Wouldn't that also make it worse? Yeah, I think so.
Let's seal.
Okay, enough with that. Moving on. How about something nice from Boot and Beacon? A smile for your timeline. These are puffer fish. They look happy. Happy fish. All right. Now this, not all heroes wear capes. This guy is a hero. Tweets of dog says, so I'm driving down the road this morning and the cars in front of me are driving over a black thing in the road. It's going between their tires. So I'm assuming it's a box. It's a kitten just sitting upright, shaking like a leaf. And some idiot had spread glue on its paws. Okay, so tell us the rest of the story. And stuck it on the road. I thought maybe it walked through glue somewhere, but after looking at it, that was totally spread onto her paws. She was wet and freezing and literally glued to the road, and no one stopped. What the F, people? I slammed on my brakes and stopped all the traffic and put my hazards on and got out and peeled her off the road. People were honking and all crappy. Really? It's a kitten glued to the road. So after a Goo Gone bath and some food and cream, we have a new kitten. Luckiest kitten in the world. Source, Chuck Hawley. Again, not all heroes wear capes. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you for saving that baby. You're awesome. Moving on. Del on Earth says, nobody tell Foodie this exists. She'll think it's a meal replacement drink. I didn't know this was a thing. Oreo Coca-Cola with zero sugar? Yeah, nobody. Chantal probably already knows about it. Okay, Boot and Vegan, gotcha. So the kitten attacking the puppy. They look like best friends. Oh, there we go. I'm Batman. Okay, Ghost Crab says, why is she hurpling in the road? I see no other people on foot. Kristen says her big butt clogging up the Thai streets like Godzilla. So this is from the live. This is one of the incidents where she nearly got run over, and it was her fault because she was in the way. She was in the road where she shouldn't have been. Let's watch.
Might be breathing hard, but I gotta get used to it. Thai cooked to order. But this is more
Chantal, there are many people in many different countries, they don't like tourists. Although there are some tourists that are polite. They respect the people. They respect the country. They respect her traditions. They have their manners. There's always those section of tourists that behave badly. You are what I would consider a bad tourist. You're a very bad tourist. You're rude. You're loud. You're not paying attention to anything. You're a problem. You're a rude tourist. You are the tourist that countries like Thailand do not like.
Whoa, sorry.
Up, see, there you go. Like she's in the road and she nearly gets run over by the motorcycle.
Somebody just yelled at me.
Yeah, get out of the road. It's a road. It's not a sidewalk. Get out of the road. Or at least get off your phone so you can see what's going on.
I gotta stay over.
Like, yeah, you think? You think you need to stay over?
Yay. I'm gonna get hit. I know it. I don't want to walk down these streets very often because...
Then don't. Get on the sidewalk.
Okay. Yeah, might be...
So yeah, that was one of the incidents where she nearly got run over. But again, it's her fault. It's not the fault of the cars or the trucks or the mopeds. She's in the doggone way where she shouldn't be. Okay, why you should have a cat? Yep, that's a cat, mama. This is what they do, and we put up with it because we love them. Okay, so for those who might be interested, Lime Jello says not only is Chantal modding and supporting these two degenerates, she bought a cameo. Yeah. So apparently Shani and Rev, they have a cameo. Chantal is a mod in their chat. She's got a wrench. And she bought a cameo from Shani and Rev. Also in the current live that she's doing, Shani and Rev were in there. So I guess they're on a friendship level now. Of course, because trash attracts trash. Okay, so Truth Seeker says she tells on herself all the time. BU Place Hotel 17th floor. All right, let's listen. Oh, is this a screenshot? It is. Oh, this is like timestamps of things she's saying. She says, just have to meet them at the lobby, so I have to go down 17 floors and then up 17 floors, by the way, I hate. So if you're a woman of a bigger size, why did you get a room on the 17th floor? Were there no rooms on the bottom floor? I mean, you made your life hard on yourself for no random reason. Post of cats. Okay, for anybody out there who thinks the black cats are evil. See, this kitty is very concerned that their owner is obviously in a state of distress. And by the way, y'all, after I did one react and I included a video clip of a black cat, somebody actually got in my comments and said that black cats are evil. To that individual, not true. Not true. Anybody who thinks black cats are evil just because of the color of their fur, thinks that black cats are ominous, that they're wicked, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with a black cat. I had one back in LA, and I'm taking care of one now who's an outside cat. Both of them were extremely loving. Blackie outside. She's an extremely loving cat. She's a lap cat. She loves to cuddle up on my lap. She can't get close enough. So how can anybody say the black cats are evil? It's stupid superstition with no basis. I don't want to hear that BS anymore. The black cats are evil. It's a cat with dark colored fur. That's all it is. It's the end of story. Okay, next. Queen of WTF says, a sweaty mess eating grilled cheese from 7-Eleven. Please tell us again how jealous we all are of your travels. Yeah, like I'm not watching Chantal feeling any sort of jealousy. The only thing I feel watching her is, what a waste. What a waste. If someone goes to a beautiful country and they're surrounded by beauty and they're not going to see any of it. They're going to miss it all for the sake of junk food. What a waste of a plane trip. What a waste of just being there for a month. She wants to talk about being a world traveler. I'm seeing so much. You guys should envy me. At the same time, she's not showing anything that would inspire envy. I mean, just whatever, Chantal. Perfectly Imperfect says, if I was a Canadian, I'd be ticked that this was out there in the world representing my country. Yeah. You know, whether she would be Canadian, American, she's a bad tourist. Showing people on camera that don't want to be seen, not giving their consent, getting in the road and nearly getting run over, all of it. She's just a bad tourist. She'd be a bad tourist wherever she went. She has no respect for anybody. Miss Anthropope Lulu, here's a different moment where she passed one. There she is.
Does he still have to show you everywhere he is? Yep. Oops.
You know what? Call me crazy, but I think she planned that. It seemed like she was waiting for it to happen. I bet she felt it coming on and she just sat there. She wanted that to come out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. You think it's funny.
I think I'm getting old. They just like come out when I laugh. I tell you.
She thinks that's the funniest thing in the world. Like it's the greatest joke ever.
Does he still have to show you everywhere?
Hush, Chantal. We're done with that clip. We're moving on to the next one. Line Jello says, which one is it, Chantal? Did you not eat or did you overeat? Lying forever or contradicting yourself? So let's watch the clips together and see what's going on here.
Yeah, I didn't eat much yesterday at all.
Oh, that's a little low.
I
But yeah, we might find it in the live that I'm going to be going over. But yeah, first she said she didn't eat enough. Then she said she was overeating. Keep your story straight, Chantal. Truth Seeker says, didn't she say that this trip was a last minute? She says she booked this trip in advance because the deal they got, which means she knew Salah was never coming and probably isn't. Let's listen.
You're gonna, like the hotel was paid and the flights were paid first. Because if you don't book them in advance, if you book last minute, you're gonna,
So you know what? Again, this explains while she was doing the emotional eating. Remember me doing the reaction? I'm like, something else is going on here. She eats a lot, but her eating was an overdrive. She seemed stressed out about something. She was doing that emotional eating, y'all. And this is why. Because she knew well in advance that she was going to be traveling by herself, coming to Thailand by herself, being by herself, and being alone is something that Chantal's not used to. So she knew Salah was not going to be traveling with her, but yet she can't keep the story straight. Like, oh, he's got a last minute emergency. Oh, he has a last minute emergency, but the emergency isn't that serious. And that's why he's in my chat modding. I mean, she layered lies that make no sense.
Where are you living, Laura?
Yeah, okay. The truth will come out sooner or later. That always does. Okay. Queen Jellybean says Foodie Beauty went live for 18 seconds and stopped, freaking out and flipping her camera over and over, trying to figure out why the filters ain't filtering. And she looks 58 years old and crusty. Really? Let's look at the pictures. Well, she's got a few filters on, but yeah, she's looking kind of rough. Oh, oops, sorry. And that happened before when she turned on StreamYard and StreamYard does not have filters. She got freaked out because she saw her real self. She's not comfortable showing her natural self. So I believe it. Perfectly Imperfect says, wait, Foodie Beauty is asking how much everything cost and return the dish soap and only got one cheese toasty. That is confirmed. Scatman didn't come because they couldn't afford it. Boy, talk about a fall from grace. It was this time last year, 2 years ago, that she was making 20, 30 grand a month for at least a few months. And they go from having all that money and spending money like it wasn't anything to eating 7-Eleven food and oh, I can't afford this and I can't afford that. Karma. This is what she gets for making fun of people and where they live and how they live. And oh, the Motel 6 is so horrible. Chantal, you can't even afford the Motel 6 right now, girl. You couldn't. Like, she's traveling broke. And in the current life, she's talking about staying there on a budget as if she could, as if she knows how to budget. Like having to wash her clothes in the sink, the struggle of it all. And I don't feel sorry for her. She had weeks to prepare. She could have cut back on her takeout and had more money for her trip so that she could be a bit more comfortable. But she was eating like crazy, ordering takeout 2 or 3 times a day. Insanity. She knew her trip was coming. She knew she had to get out of there. She kept ordering the takeout. So she made her choices. Now she's in Thailand, broke. Have fun with that, Chantal. Miss Anthropope Lulu says, Foodie Beauty thinks that when told to take yogurt for a yeast infection, you're supposed to put the yogurt on your hoo-ha. You're supposed to eat the yogurt, genius. How did she survive to being 40 years old? I don't know. And for the men that are in my audience, I apologize, but I got to say it. Chantal, she's got high blood sugar. Okay. Some ladies, if you eat too many sugary, sweet things, that can make the whole getting a yeast infection thing worse. And Chantal's constantly eating sugar. So does it surprise me that she keeps a yeast infection? No. No. I'm sure she keeps one constantly. Constantly. But let's look at the clip anyway.
I think I can get antibiotics, Andy, if I really need to. But they give me other problems. Like, I know this is like TMI, but they give me like antibiotics give me bad yeast infections.
And that does happen. You could take certain medications and it can lead to that. But again, it's controllable.
I have to like then treat a yeast infection on top of that. Someone told me to put yogurt. I'm like, I'm not putting yogurt in my wahoo.
You don't put it in there, Chantal. You eat it. The probiotics and like the healthy bacteria in yogurt helps with that, stupid.
Like, what the
God. Like, you're not going to... How are you going to make it in Thailand? I don't even know. Perfectly Imperfect says her blood sugar was back up to 13, and that's on insulin. Yikes. Let's watch.
This morning, my blood sugar was 8, which was good because when I was eating bad, it was back up to 13.
Now, I've heard on Twitter that Chantal's talking about taking half the amount of metformin that she needs. I feel that might be because she's running out of medication and she's trying to stretch it out. That might be dangerous for her.
Sure.
But she's talking about having her metformin. I don't know if that's a good idea. Jolie says, my theory, Salah got denied for a visa. Chantal had to travel for her visa. Chantal is going to stay for required period and then say Salah had to stay in Kuwait for an emergency. I miss him too much, so I'm leaving early. Salah is not going to Thailand. Yeah, like this is his vacation. He went to Thailand with Chantal for a month, and I'm sure it wasn't a happy trip. So if he can just send her on ahead and let her rough it out and be free of her for 30 days, I'm sure he's going to take it. Get some party time in while she's gone. Make life a bit more bearable. Fondue Pondu says Foodie Beauty confirmed they did know well ahead of time that he wasn't going with her.
No, he's not cooking anything. I said, so do you want me to clean the air fryer good? Like, are you going to cook?
Oh, and by the way, since you guys knew ahead of time that he was not going, like all this nonsense you told us about Julia, oh, I don't have time to take her. I have to go on my vacation. Salah is there. He could take care of it. You could give him the money and he could take care of it while you're gone. So why aren't you?
Something for yourself, or I can wait till I get back. And he interrupted me. He's like, nope, restaurants only.
So it was like, if he's still there, Julia could get fixed. No excuses. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, now I'm going to end the Twitter segment with this from Psych Wizard. I read a book that said, marriage is hard, divorce is hard, choose your hard. Obesity is hard, being fit is hard, choose your hard. Being in debt is hard, being financially disciplined is hard, choose your hard. Starting a business is hard, working a 9 to 5 job is hard, choose your hard. Life will never be easy, but you can choose your hard, choose wisely. Huh, words to live by. All right. So let's just stop here with all the Twitter stuff. We don't want to go overly long and jump into her live. Chantal is at looks like a coffee shop, and she's going to tell us all about some things. So let's just get going.
For here. Yes, yeah. So I'm just getting a coffee and then, are you guys here? Hi, everybody. No, scapegoat, you're not. Hi.
Do I even have to bring up the fact that coffee is just one of those really simple things that if she's got a coffee maker in her room, instead of spending money on a coffee, she could make it in her room for virtually nothing? I mean, she's over there rubbing pennies and stuff together, trying to make her money last. I would think that if something as simple as coffee, you can make that in your room, save a few bucks. But what do I know?
Hey, BBJ. I did not take tuk-tuk. I walked. It's like not far from here. Hi, Bear. Hobby. I'm just getting my favorite, a cappuccino, and I'm going to go to 7-Eleven after. Maybe take you guys with me to this pharmacy I found here because...
So she was complaining when she got to Thailand that her throat was hurting, and yet she did a live for 1 hour and 34 minutes. And then she's on another live right now. Here's what I think is wrong with her throat, y'all. I could be completely wrong, and if I'm wrong, that's okay. I think that Chantal, because she's alone in Thailand, because she's feeling restless and stressed out and anxious, she might be doing that stress smoking, like buying packs of cigarettes and going through them one after the other. Like in the past, her throat would be irritated when she smoked too much, like smoking the shisha. So I don't think that her sore throat has anything to do with strep. It's just she's smoking too doggone much. She's restless. She's somewhere that she's not familiar. She's not comfortable. And she might be just smoking a lot off camera to try to calm herself down.
it's just, you know what it is? My throat, like because when I was traveling, I didn't sleep properly. I was stressed out. My immune system seems to, hi everyone, I didn't say hi to, react by attacking my tonsils. So I know what that is. I'm familiar with that. But it makes me feel tired and worn down. And so I just really took care of myself yesterday. I only ate some mango sticky rice. That's it. Took some vitamin C.
Yeah, because mango sticky rice is going to make you feel all better.
Lots of water. This morning my blood sugar was 8, which was good because when I was eating bad, it was back up to 13.
Lord have mercy.
So I'm feeling a lot better today. And today I'm going to coffee bees with you guys and stuff like that. But then I'm going to do a vlog later. I'm going to go on an adventure. So I have my elephant pants on.
She was wearing those last night. So she slept in those clothes. She got up and she's going to walk out of her room dressed like that in the clothes she had on the night before.
Yes. Looking cutesy, looking demure. No. Oops, I better not say that. It's copyrighted. Mango sticky rice. I was craving it. It was so good.
Oh, God. You guys know how she is about her cravings. I was craving it, therefore I should have it. I wonder if mango sticky rice is it high in calories? Let me look. Is mango sticky rice high in calories? I mean, I've heard it's really, really sweet. Oh, my God. Oh, you guys should see this. Y'all want to see? Here, I'll show you. because I like to show receipts whenever possible. I mean, I am part of Girl World, and we like to go truth shopping. We like to show receipts for context. So there you go. One serving of mango sticky rice contains 464 calories. Lord, but what is one serving though? Like, let's see. Is it like a cup, or how do you make mango sticky rice? Just with mangoes? It sounds like I've heard that mango sticky rice it's like a dessert. It's not supposed to be like a main dish. It's a Okay, so how do you make it? Mango sticky rice is a traditional Southeast Asian and South Asian dessert. Dessert, y'all. It's dessert. Made with glutinous rice, fresh mango, and coconut milk, and eaten with a spoon or with the hands. It does sound high in calories because you got the fruit, which has the sugar, and then you've got the starch of the rice. Like those two together for a diabetic, ooh, yikes. So it's a dessert. She was eating dessert. She was eating sweets. Lord have mercy. And you know she's going to be eating a lot of it when she's in Bangkok.
Jet lag is brutal. I don't think I'm getting freckles. It's probably rosacea spots. Ghost face, nice. No dairy. Hey, who's next? I should have bought them in Thailand. No, because I needed like a 5X.
No, you passed 5X about 200 pounds ago. You're probably at a 7, 8X right now.
Who told her about demure? I found out myself. The mango sticky rice was yesterday. It's pretty, it's just humid. It's not that it's hot, it's like humid. But it's more like, it feels more like a Canada summer on a humid day. It's not like Kuwait, you know? Oh. Oh, Kapkunka.
Yeah. And going back to the mango sticky rice for a second, we know how Chantal is. Like they said, one serving of mango sticky rice is 464 calories. We know that Chantal likes to eat the portion of, like, say, between 4 to 6 people. So if she eats, say, 3 or 4 times that amount, she can easily be consuming about 2,000 calories without even blinking an eye.
Okay. So, my cappuccino, you guys know I love. This was 55 baht for a cappuccino. Green Goblin. Oh. No. Thank goodness. No, I said thank you in Thai is Kapkunka for woman and Kapkunka for male. And yeah, so that's what you say. Thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, I got to take care of myself in the heat. No, it's 55 baht, which is like I don't even know, it's so cheap. 25 baht is $1, so that's $2 Canadian. This would be $8 in Canada. So that's fine. He's probably sleeping at this time right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he's sleeping all right. After being up all night partying in the Red Room or at the Oceanside Villa.
No, I don't have COVID. I've had COVID, I think, twice. And I look smaller. Yeah, I didn't eat much.
No. You look smaller because of the filters. Several people on Twitter have already pointed out, like, how to the max your filters are, like how doorways and all that, they look ridiculous. They look stretched out because of your filters.
Yesterday at all, and I walked around the hotel back and forth a bit for my sciatica.
Oh, shut up. You know, it's funny how her sciatica comes and goes when it comes to food. Like, she'll be dragging her leg behind her, but you tell her, hey, Chantal, there's some mango sticky rice over there. Suddenly she can walk just fine. She's moving with a quickness. She's moving with a purpose. It's funny how that sciatica just comes and goes at will.
So I'm just going to try to have a normal day. I'm going to go to 7-Eleven. We're going to see if we can find something to eat for breakfast there. Hey, Anna. You want to go to a temple? Thank you, Karina. Oh, wow. That is so good. Oh, gosh, sea roller. It's 81% humidity here.
And again, I just want to reiterate, like, if anybody is curious if Chantal could do anything on her own anymore, it's streams like this that give you your answer. She's supposed to be a big time YouTuber, right? She's got a 100K channel, and she's in a beautiful location with beautiful people. There's possibilities for all kinds of content there. The cuisine, the people, the experience, the beaches, the shopping, all kinds of things. I mean, you could sit down and make an entire list of just what you can do in 30 days. Fill up every day with new activities, have content for weeks after you're done, and be posting it up for weeks after. Not Chantal. If anybody wants to know, could Chantal have an interesting channel on her own? Here it is. She's in Thailand. What are we seeing? We're seeing a coffee shop. We're seeing the 7-Eleven. We're not seeing the beaches. We're not seeing the temples. We're not going to see any of the good stuff. It's just her hanging out, trying to find ways to fill up her time and being bored in the process.
It's nighttime, eh? Right night where you are? Would I go back to Cuba? Not alone, I don't think. The resort life doesn't really appeal to me much anymore. Maybe I would stay in town. Hey, Gabrielle.
You know what's really weird? Is that when she's not in Canada, she's putting down Canada. Oh, I don't want to be there. It's so horrible, right? But yet when she goes to Canada, that's when she's the happiest. She's more relaxed. She's more who she is. Yet if she's not there, she's putting down the place. The place is not the problem. She is. But it's weird how she puts down Canada. Like, oh, I'm not going to go there. But yet when she goes there, she is happier in Canada than she is in Kuwait.
It's amazing what one day will do for bloating, I'm telling you. I would love to Thailand bees one day. I have no idea. I don't even know if they have wheelchairs here. I couldn't answer that. Hey, Sunset. Hi, everybody who said hi and I missed. It's so hot you can't breathe outside. 7-Eleven egg sandwiches. Yeah, I'm going to check what they have. It's nice and air conditioned in here. Hi, Andre Marie. 82, yeah. Kuwait is only humid sometimes, but not much compared to here. But the heat is unbearable in Kuwait. It's so different. Hi, Punk Rock. Secret Eaters. I think so. Green Grapes. I've heard of it. Hi, Vanessa. The bed is like rock hard. It's like a firm bed. So I'm getting used to it, but. Hi, Kesley. I'm doing well. Purple bed bees yeah, it's kind of expensive for Thailand. Like you can go to 7-Eleven and get a coffee for 10 baht, but I'm paying the extra for the bougie coffee because I've just been craving a cappuccino like forever. And so the streets are winters out. Yeah, Kalisha, the coffee is amazing. It's very good. Mashallah. Hey, Crafty Gypsy.
You know, Charlotte Making Sense says you can use dish soap to hand wash laundry. You know, that would make for interesting content on her channel. I would love to see that. I know this sounds weird, but just follow me, y'all. Let me tell you why. Just because over the years, when she was making the big money, she was running off at the mouth, acting very on her high horse, elitist, acting like we were all peasants, putting down the Motel 6. Oh, you live in a trailer, da 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 da, right? I would love it if she did a live where she had to hand wash her own clothes. You know, humble her a little bit. She needs to have some struggles. She needs to have some hard times. She really needs to go through that stuff. She needs something to humble her. She's been on her high horse for far too long. Maybe eating a little bit of that humble pie might do her some good. She won't have her nose so much up in the air. So go ahead, do a live where you're hand washing your clothes and hanging up to dry, Chantal. Let's see you manage it. That'd be funny content, actually.
Street vendor. I can show you guys around a bit if you want. Hey, private dancer. Joe, that's Big B's are here. Everything looks so affordable. Yeah, true. I need a soft bed. Yes. My bed is so soft at home. I'm not used to hard, but what do I want to try the most? Hey, Jilly Jill. I don't know. Hey, Gabrielle. Carrie, hello.
She is so running up the meter. Like she is just eating up time by saying hi to everybody. Like she cares for anybody coming into her chat right now. Like I remember the old Chantal that she would have VIB chat. She would put everything behind a paywall. She wouldn't say hi to anybody. Now she's making sure to say hi to a lot of people. But she don't care. It's just her running up the meter because she doesn't know what else to do. Let's move ahead.
Hi. Yeah, private dancer. I know. I'm gonna move. I'm probably gonna go see a movie today, but I can't decide between. Oh, hi, Kelsey. Stride. Hello. Yeah, Trixie.
Okay, sorry guys. We're gonna move ahead a little bit more. There's a lot to go through, and I don't want to be here all day if she's just gonna ramble.
I'm really not. Lolo, hi. Horizontal stripes. I don't even care what I look like.
Yeah, we can tell.
Dick, hello. Yeah, welcome, Veneer. Am I feeling better? I'm not sore.
You shouldn't be sore. You haven't done much.
Hey, PJ Corner. I'm not going to the grocery store. I'm gonna go to the 7-Eleven and get breakfast. But I'm not like, my throat is still sore, so I have to like take really good care, like gargle. I need to go to this pharmacy to see if they have anything for throats. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my money. But like I could use something for my throat, but hi Maddie. Whenever your immune system, like your tonsils, are fighting infection, it's like I can't even swallow my metformin is this big. Have some tea with honey.
You know, and then the live that she's doing right now, she got herself a bagel. She's like, oh, my throat is so sore, I can't even swallow my metformin. And yet she got a bagel. Okay.
Debo. And it got stuck in my tonsil area, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this the way I'm gonna go out? What the heck? Bubble tea too sweet, I find. Yeah, there's a shuttle, strawberries and cream.
One moment. One moment, please. Sorry, just want to turn the line on. It's getting a little bit dark in here. Let's keep going.
But now it takes you to, there's a mall attached to that supermarket. So I'm gonna go to the mall. Thanks, YouTube vlogger. I do gargle. Yeah, I gotta get some salt. All I have is I've just been gargling with warm water.
You know what's going to be interesting? Chantal's going to be in Thailand for 3 weeks, a month. And we know how she is about her overspending, right? Chantal does not know how to budget. She doesn't have. She does not know how to be smart with her money. So, knowing Chantal, she's going to go through all of her money and then probably phone up her family or phone up Pete, because right now he's sitting on 15K, and she's going to be crying to everybody she knows, help me, please help me. I'm in Thailand and I spent all of my money. Can you give me some money? Or go into her Beezers or her Feedy people and they'll float her some money. But whatever money she's got in pocket, she will not be able to budget properly. She's in Thailand. She's going to be buying the green. She's going to be buying the junk food. She's going to blame her overspending on, I'm bored and I've got nothing to do and I'm stressed out. Yeah. So that's how it's going to go, y'all. Guarantee within like less than a week, she's going to blow through all of her money and be broke. And then she's going to turn to people around her and be begging like crazy.
I still have tonsils, Sabri, because they wanted to take them out, but they were like, no, we only take them out now if, you know what, I wouldn't want to get them taken out because they're important for your immune system. That's their way of telling you something's wrong in your body. I need all the organs I can get.
Chantal, you don't need your tonsils for your body to tell you that something is wrong in your body. Your body's been giving you signs for years and you don't give a crap. There's problems with your vision. There's problems with your mobility, your breathing. You might have some nerve damage in your leg. You've had diabetic neuropathy. I mean, your body's been giving off signs for years. Have you paid attention yet? No.
I've lost enough. I don't want to keep my organs. I didn't bring my plaque, and now my teeth are going brown from this. Diabetes, Danny. Yes, robotic. I would go to all those countries. Saltwater. Vitamin C. Imani.
Okay, she's being kind of boring. Does she ever get up from this table and go somewhere? Yes, she does. So I'll tell you what, like she's just blah, blah, blahing right now. Let's scoot ahead because I want to get out of this coffee shop. Like, I don't even care what she's saying. Let's get out of the coffee shop and go see Thailand. Oh, is she moving?
Fruit way down there, I think. You think that's fruits?
So last night she had mango sticky rice, which is a dessert rice. So there was mangoes in the rice. She had fruit last night. If you're a diabetic, you got to be very careful with the fruits because some have a higher sugar concentration than others. And she's seeking out the fruits already, and she just had a coffee. There should have been enough sugar in that coffee to satisfy her sweet craving.
Should we go see?
No.
I can't ever cross the street here. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get...
And she's so socially awkward. She does not know how to just be outside and walk around with an acting goofy. Like the nervous laughter. Like, I don't know how to be around people. That's a sign you should be around people more, not hiding up in your room eating.
It's like nonstop. All right, let's go. Yalla. Oh.
Yeah, Nella says 10-year professional YouTuber, guys, right? And here's another person, Claw in order, saying mango sticky rice, get some please. See, I'm telling you, there are some feedy people in her chat or people that have issues with food. She had that dessert rice last night. Why does she need it the next day? Some of you guys in Chantal's chat, you want her to gain weight, don't you? You want to see her bedbound. If that happens, I don't want to see you sane people say, oh, Chantal, I hope you feel better. I hope you get out of the hospital soon. When you're over there giving her verbal encouragement to gain weight and get more sick. It's her responsibility. It's her body. She can say no. But you guys are giving that toxic encouragement.
We're selling chicken here, yeah. Oops, sorry. Better get over.
No disrespect to Thailand, but I would not buy from a vendor anywhere street food if that's the way their grill looks. I'm sorry, Thailand. It's just that's unsanitary. I don't want to get sick.
That chicken smells good. Wow. By the way, this is what I look like today.
And you look ridiculous. Keep it moving.
My elephant pants. Ooh, something smells delicious. Let's go check it out. I'm starving.
And people on the bikes are staring at her.
But I don't know if anything is halal.
Chantal, do you have any idea how ridiculous you look? I mean, not physically. You probably do look ridiculous physically, I'm sure, to other people that live there. But just imagine being someone that's not you looking at you. Here you are, somebody, you're walking along the road, nearly getting hit. You've got your phone out and you're talking to yourself to your phone. Do you know how that looks? Oh, you're not paying attention to the road. You're not paying attention to the cars or the trucks or anything. You're just talking to yourself in your phone. They probably think you're crazy.
Wow. And down here too, look at all the street stuff. What's here? Oh, curry? Yum.
Professional YouTuber, this is what we're saying of Thailand. Everything is yum, and I want to try that, and I want to eat this.
What's this stuff? Oh, coffee. Is this Thai coffee or something?
You just had coffee. Move it along.
What's this stuff? Hello. Oh, it's food. Fish.
It's amazing that there's so much to see in Thailand, but the only things that are getting Chantal's attention is the food. Any kind of food item. Let me go look at that. Ooh, let me just go look at that. You know, it's all about food. If it's not something that she can consume, she's not interested.
And stuff. Yum. Okay. Oh, pretty neat.
It's like she's staying deliberately near all the food stalls.
You guys, it's pretty hectic here.
Get out of the way, Chantal, like this. Like, the people in Thailand, they're extremely tolerant of her. Like, she's literally going like right towards all of the tuk-tuks and the motorcycles, like almost daring somebody to hit her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, here's somebody with a cart. Get out of their way. They're working.
I'm just gonna go up here and see what they have. Oh, coconut.
And didn't she have one of those selfie stick things? They're not that expensive. Why didn't you get one of those, Chantal? Holding the phone in your hand, that just makes it more evident just how bad your walking is. You're making us seasick.
It's humid. What's here? I don't know what anything is. Ooh, a coconut. I don't know what they're saying.
You know, she could have cleaned herself up really, really well and taken a tuk-tuk somewhere, anywhere. Just take a tuk-tuk, go somewhere, like do some shopping, show us something, and then take a tuk-tuk back to the hotel. She could have done that, but no, she's focused on the food.
Oh, I found fruit. Sawadee ka. Yes, I found fruit. Woo! This is the best. Pomelo. I might get some pomelo. Let me see. Is this another fruit stand? There's too many.
Always about the food.
Guys, I'm not really looking at the chat.
We can tell.
I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road. I smell food. Okay, let me go see. Pomelo. These are so good. Mangosteen. Okay. This is jackfruit, I think. Yes.
Always about the sweet stuff. Always.
I'm gonna get some of this. How much is it though?
So basically, she's leaving her hotel just to get some fruits, get some sweets, go to 7-Eleven, get some stuff, and go back to her room. Although, like I said, she can use the tuk-tuks to get around if she doesn't want to walk.
Sorry. This is
Moving on. I'm annoyed with her, not you guys. And she's now in the 7-Eleven and filming where she shouldn't be filming, and they told her don't film in there.
those look good, but they're not halal.
I'm sorry. Again, no offense, Thailand, but that looks bad.
32 baht. Okay, let's go see what else they have.
So you went all the way to Thailand, Chantal, just to show us a junk food aisle at a 7-Eleven. You could have done that in Canada, girl. I'm sure they have plenty of 7-Elevens and convenience stores everywhere. Like, this is the extent of your travels. What happened to season 3 is going to be lit? I'm not even feeling the flame right now.
Cheese toasty?
Bad.
Am I breathing bad? Oh, freak.
The irony of that, like, she is just like hurpling through the fast food aisle, surrounded by all this processed food and out of breath. If that is not a sign that maybe you should stop eating that crap, I don't know what is.
Man, that's a lot of excitement for one day.
Excitement? What? That's enough excitement for one day. I wasn't excited. Were y'all excited? What exactly did she do where there was excitement? She went from her hotel, walked to a couple of fruit stands, walked to the 7-Eleven. Now she's going to walk back, and she's like, that's enough excitement for one day, as if she did something big.
Nescafe. Here's the Thai tea. Ooh, ice would be good.
Chantal, we got the 7-Eleven tour the last time you were in Thailand.
What now?
And this right here, y'all keep an eye on this. So here's this gentleman on the right. Like, Chantal is not even going to be the considerate, polite tourist. He moves out of her way, and she doesn't even say thank you or anything. Watch. I'm sorry, it's the wrong one. My bad. So she's just barreling her way through there and expecting everybody else to get out of her way.
Those are the chips.
Okay, I think this person right here.
Yes.
See, look, he's backing up for her. He sees her coming. He's backing up. He backs up twice to let her through. And does she say thank you for moving or thanks so much and I'm sorry? No. She just like expects people to get out of her way. Chantal, you're horrible. If it were me, I would be saying something to you.
Here's the cheese one. Cheese toasty?
You're practically running people over for what? For a grilled cheese sandwich. Not even a fresh one, a processed one you put in the microwave.
37 baht. Cheese toasty. Okay. The wieners.
You went to Thailand to eat a cheese sandwich. Sad.
These are the halal ones. Here's the onigiri. What kind is this?
I think she's going straight for the cheese. She has no gallbladder. She shouldn't be eating cheese, but she's going straight for the doggone cheese. She's got a cheese toasty in her hand. Why look at the rest of the cheese? Because you know what happens when it comes to food in Chantal. If she buys it and she brings it up to her room, she's going to eat it. All of it.
Oh no, the row one. I don't like it. Okay. I think I'm just gonna get the cheese toasty, and I have fruit, so we're good.
So cheese and fruit. Yay. So healthy.
They don't have cheeses here. Oh, salt? I don't know if they have salt.
Why do you need salt?
I'd have to ask. Maybe I'll
Filming all these people without their consent.
ask after.
This is so inconsiderate. I can't with her. I can't with her. She's out of breath and she took the elevator. Oh my God.
Nice made bed. Yalla. $19, perfect.
Out of breath just from doing that. That's crazy.
This is Bangkok. It should be illegal to turn off AC.
Out of breath from doing
Someone's
that.
swimming.
Dude, I don't even breathe that hard when I go out for bike rides. Like I have to go to the store and I'll ride like 2 miles to the store, 2 miles back. I don't even sound like her after riding for 4 miles and she's sounding like that.
Okay, I'm gonna see your comments in a minute.
Good Lord.
I need this towel.
Well, there goes a nice clean towel that she could have used to bathe herself off with. She's wiping the sweat. And you know she's not going to hand wash it and hang it up to dry. What did y'all see what she just did? She used that towel to wipe off her sweaty, dirty face, and then she just puts it back down like she's going to use it again. For what? It's dirty now. You can't use it to clean anything.
Breakfast time. Look at her.
Like, look at her face. It's covered in sweat. So she just wiped the sweat off of her face with like the wash rag, and she just put it back down like she's going to reuse it and not try to clean it. Ew.
I'm sweating. Let me in now. We saw long legs. Can you tell? Taking me now.
An underground club.
Oh, is she eating? I hate it when she eats on camera. Can we get past all that?
I don't know. Just in case. Oh man, I was looking forward to some juicy jackfruit. Oh,
Oh, there goes her blood sugar.
I don't know what to say about that. Cynthia. Hello and Thai. Sawadika for a woman. Hi, San Pedro. Cynthia, member for 19 months loyalty. He's here. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. And your surgery soon, right, Cynthia? Ready, set, repeat, Cynthia. Wait, Brittany, it will ripen if I sit it out? Are you going to do some tape videos? Yes. I'm going to do one today. Sawadika. Sawadika, sawadika for male. Am I sleeping good here? It does, Marina, yeah. Yes, actually I am sleeping well. Yep. Like the amount of pillows I have make everything better. I can put one between my knees. I can put one on my side.
I'm sure you're sleeping a lot better since you don't have to sleep in the spare room. You can actually sleep in a bed.
And I can put two under my head.
And while you're there, Chantal, please be courteous. While you're in the hotel room, please make a point to not plop down in chairs and on couches and break everything. Be nice. Just be nice.
Yeah, Reagan, true. You should stream all day, every day. When is Salah joining?
He's not. Listen, he's not going to show up. Why should Salah show up? What has he got to look forward to if he does show up? I mean, is he going to be able to have any fun while she's there? She gets within 5 feet of Salah. She's going to be bugging him nonstop to get her food. She's going to have him up at 12 o'clock midnight to go down to the 7-Eleven and get herself some donuts. He will not have a good time in Thailand, and he knows it. That's why he told her to go on ahead. It's like, you go ahead. You have to go. I don't have to go. You do your thing. I'll do my thing. I need a vacation away from you. So you go have fun. Smoke whatever green you want. Eat yourself stupid. I'm going to be here going to the red room. I'm going to get my breather away from you. And so he is, and so you are. You both need a break from each other. He needs a break from you and your addictive lifestyle. Like the reading that Neo Tarot did recently, like it was very insightful, Chantal. She said one thing in the reading that I'm like, absolutely nailed it. You've got multi-layered addictions. You've got an addiction to food, of course. You've got an addiction to attention. I think you might have an addiction to lying as well. Like you get a charge out of it. And everything that you like, first it becomes an obsession and then an addiction. And all those addictions have taken over your life. And those addictions and satisfying those addictions, they become your normal. The abnormal for you is normal. And that is why those of us that are not like you, that we aren't addicted to food, that we aren't addicted to lying and attention and putting on this false sense of self, like we don't understand you. That's where the disconnect comes in. You live a very abnormal life. You're addicted to attention, food, lying, pretending to be something that you're not. And those of us that are the complete opposite, we don't get it. We're like, what is wrong with her? And you're on the other side of the mirror saying, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you living this way? We aren't living that way because the way you're living is unhealthy and it's toxic and it's negative and it's hurtful. That's why we don't live like that. You're over there collecting negative energy like a magnet. You're sucking it all in and it's draining your battery. And yet you want to live in Delulu land and you want to ignore that because you are addicted to living a certain way, keeping up a certain kind of toxic standard for yourself. You're in Thailand and you can't even bring yourself to say, I don't like it here. I'm here because I have to be. I'm just going to do what I can to be here and eat every day. You just, living in lies is exhausting, is it not? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of lying? I mean, it's got to be exhausting to lie this much.
ETA, but yeah. Hi, Island Dragonfly. So yeah, he's gonna take 2 of those pillows when he comes here. Let's go in the hotel pool. Oh, I don't feel like it right now. There are foods. Your surgery's tomorrow. Yes, the 28th. I'm wishing you well, and I'm saying prayers for you, Cynthia. Please let us know when you can, okay? You'll be fine.
And anybody who's on Chantal's side of the fence, because I know that beaters come over here once in a while to spy for Chantal or just check out my content, which you're free to do. If Chantal comes on camera at some point, and I believe that she will, she's going to be crying broke soon. Oh, I'm out of money. I don't know what I'm going to do. She's going to do the sad fishing. She's going to do the e-begging. And if she comes on camera doing that crap, remember how for like 3 to 4 weeks before her trip, she was eating all kinds of takeout. She was ordering from Burger King and KFC and doing the triple threat pizza deal. Like all the money she was spending on takeout, buying ridiculously large, oversized donuts at 12 a.m., the delivery fees. Remember those things. Remember how she was just throwing money away like it wasn't a thing. That was a choice that she was making, which is affecting how she is now. So nobody feels sorry for her. And if she starts that e-begging crap, ignore it. Let her learn her lesson. She's got to learn at some point that she cannot rely on strangers to bail her out of messes that she gets herself into. She's got to learn. She's 40 years old. If she doesn't learn now, when is she going to learn? Let her take her bumps and scratches. It'll be helpful to her.
Yeah, Naomi, like I almost got hit like 5 times there on that.
That's because you weren't paying attention.
The hottest one in girl world?
You know, Chantal, you're right. You are the hottest one in girl world. You're hotter than 90% of us, especially right now. You wanted a hot girl summer. You're getting it, just not in the way you thought you would. You're not getting nights tangled up in the sheets with Salah. You're sweating your butt off in Thailand, and I love that for you.
He's going to sleep on the couch. Oh. I have some cameos to do after I get off of here.
Yep, there we go. There's where she's going to get her extra spending money. Cameos. She's probably going to talk to people on Cameo and say, hey, meet me off a Cameo. I'll do stuff for you off Cameo. And you could send me money through PayPal. Trust me, she's going to do that. She's going to take those Cameo people around the block, down the way, to get that money in hand immediately because she's going to need it. Yeah. She's going to keep in touch with those Cameo people.
Yes, by the way, if you want a Cameo, check the description links wherever they are, or my community tab. You can have a Cameo as well. And
yeah, you know she's broke because here she is doing this live and she's making sure to plug her Cameo in the middle of the live. Broke much?
Cheap dental care? I don't need it.
Yes, you do.
Why are my gums gingivitis? Really, Reagan? ECP, I'm gonna go on an adventure. You guys will see in my video later.
Sure you are. You're going to the green shop. That's your adventure.
Can we request cameos in specific spots?
No. You guys just saw what happened. She went from the hotel to the 7-Eleven and back and she was out of breath. You think she's going to leave her hotel room for more than 5 minutes if she don't have to?
Well, it depends if I'm going there.
Which is never going to happen.
Cheese Toasty, I have arrived. Are you having money troubles? No.
Liar. You know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe she's not having money troubles right now because she just arrived. Give her about a week. Just give her a week.
No. I mean, of course, like it's good to budget when you go. Like
you don't know how to do that.
Like out of country. So I do we do have a budget, you know, like
no, you have no budget right now. You're so bad with money that is one of the things you gave Salah dominion over was the money. Because you're an addict. You're a food addict. And if somebody gave you your debit card, you're going to go wild. You're going to spend every cent on food. You gave Salah dominion over your debit card to kind of stop you from spending everything on food. So here you are in Thailand alone with your debit card. And you're going to act like a little kid let loose instead of a Toys R Us with mom and dad's credit card. You're going to go wild. Wild. It's a deadly combination. You're in Thailand alone. You have no one to talk to except for the Beezers. You're bored, you're restless, you're anxious because you don't have the Kia. You're not on your familiar stomping grounds like you are in Canada. So you're going to eat your feelings, and a lot of them, which is why I say give her about 4 or 5 days, maybe a week. She'll be broke.
The hotel was paid and the flights were paid first. Because if you don't book them in advance, if you book last minute, you're gonna, oh, are you living, Laura? You're getting dentures. Nothing wrong with that. I'm sure you'll feel better if they're not, if your teeth are rotting and they give you problems. So it's okay. It's okay, Laura. I have no hair. So losing my hair was traumatic for me too. So I get it. And yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Tesley Frick says, seems like you're on extreme budget. Well, she wouldn't have to be. If she didn't buy all that takeout last month, she'd be fine.
Would I consider getting dentures? Honestly, if I lost my teeth, I might just keep them. I might just keep gums. Like, it depends how comfortable the dentures are. I have a new philosophy on life. Everyone, no matter how you look.
Let's just say Chantal did lose all of her teeth, which is a high possibility because she's not taking care of her teeth. And I would think as someone that her content is eating food, that would be important to her. But even with dentures, Chantal, you got to take care of your dentures. You got to clean them. So imagine the state of her dentures if she did get them.
How big you are, small, pretty, not so pretty. Who cares? Like, it's all trivial if you really think about it. What's important is the experience you have in life. Experiences.
But you're not experiencing anything.
You like me with no hair? Yes, exactly. My teeth. You can eat soft foods, Laura. You'd be surprised what people can eat with just gums. But you're right, yeah. I'm sure some nice dentures, they'll be nicer than, real teeth. Spend a little. Yes. Thank you, Marina. I don't know who said. Hair makes you hot anyways. Oh, the financial info? Well, I was going to do ETC like normally I would in Carolina, but like I'll probably do a video on like what like our budget was like I did last time.
You know what, Chantal? You're trying to do the travel vlogger thing by showing food, by talking about the cost of being in Thailand and your budget and all, but you're not doing it very well. You're not just laying things out in front of people. So you're not a very good mukbanger because the food that you mukbang with, it's boring and it's uninteresting. You don't explain the ingredients very well. You don't talk about the amounts. You don't use different descriptive words. And you're not really good about being a life vlogger either. So it's like you're failing all the way around.
Before I travel, I like to watch budget videos. There's a lot of people who like, it's so interesting. If you look up Thailand budget videos, there's people who have maybe $1,000 per day to spend, but that includes their accommodation. So a lot of people who are just like traveling, they stay in hostels and stuff like that.
You know what? That there are people that do travel that, yeah, they could save a lot of money, but usually in cases like that, it's because those people that are saving the money, they're not hiding in a hotel room. They're going out and they're talking to people. They're talking to the locals. And they're finding out information about where are the best places to eat, where are the best, cheapest places to eat. They're being friendly. They are contacting people in the community versus just being a standoffish tourist. Like wherever you go, those who live in that area, they're going to know where to find the secret best restaurants. Like those little spots that if you didn't live there, you'd never know about them. Or the best place to find really good quality, cheap food. You're never going to know that as a rude tourist, Chantal.
So it's nice to see like, all the different ways people budget for different trips.
It wouldn't matter. Yeah. I mean, you're all into the junk food. You're all into 7-Eleven. So if somebody said, go here, go there for better food, you're not going to go if it's healthy food.
Yeah, Bananarama. That's for spending money. Sometimes I don't even spend that much, 1,400 a day. You know, like it depends. If I do an activity, some activities like some temples are 500 baht to get in,
You're not gonna know.
and then you need transportation. So some days you're going to spend 1,000. Some day you're only going to spend a few hundred on food. You know, like it just depends. No, you can't see my hair because you don't go anywhere. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like if you go places, you're going to spend more money. Okay, so Salah is gonna bring, and if I go over budget, it's not a big deal. Like I have reserves of money as well, just in case. But
Reserves of money. You mean the feedy people? They'll float you, or maybe Pete's.
I try to like challenge myself and see like, okay, what can I spend, you know? But Salah is gonna bring the Temu stuff. Gumsbees, yes.
He's not showing up. I just got a feeling he's not showing up.
So for example, I got some sunglasses, I got a fake nose ring, and I got some really
Shut up. Who cares? The sounds of silence. I love it. She's so much nicer when she's not talking. When she's just not saying a word, it's lovely.
Is this it? Oh yeah. Yep. How much was the dish soap?
Oh my God. Is this your content? Oh, we're just going to sit here and do a live and talk about the cost of dish soap in Thailand. Is this it? Oh God. Is this all we're doing? Oh God, she's laying down. I hate when she does the lay down streams. Lazy. 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 Got to get up and move, Chantal. Come on. I'm getting impatient.
Patsy.
Oh, I'm glad I missed that part. I guess she farted.
Oh my God. Bangkok.
Oh, I hate when they do this. Oh, come on. So she farted in the room. See, this is what Salah would be missing if he were there. This is what he'd be missing. This is exactly why he's missing out on it. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with any of this at all. She's going to go to Thailand. She's going to eat a bunch of processed food and be
7-Eleven. All the wieners. Oh. Fufu egg.
I'm sorry. If this is the height of her fun in Thailand, she wasted her money. She really did. You know what? She's boring me. I'm done here. We're going to cut it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.